Have you been using AI for everything in your life, but you're still not sure about how to use it to teach English? Or are you one of many teachers who are aware of the problems that AI can bring to us, but not sure how it can help you and your students? I'm Rubens Heredia, one of your Pavilion ELT vloggers, and in this video, I want to revisit the topic of AI and give you some updates to help you make your lessons more engaging, effective, and fun. Want to know how? So come with me. About 3 years ago, I made a video here about using AI in your lessons, and wow, how fast has the situation evolved. AI is everywhere, and scientists and product developers find new applications every day. There's no avoiding it. Even a simple internet search nowadays will by default come with an AI overview. Although we're still far from the machines taking over, hopefully, using generative AI is becoming one more basic skill in our professional skill set. Not unlike using emails, creating presentations, or using word processing software. AI has been changing what makes a lesson or task relevant, but also affecting the employability prospects of many teachers. If you want to know more about AI and get even more practical research-based tips on how to use it in English lessons, don't miss out on AI in ELT by Vicky Salmel and Belén Albarracín, a Pavilion publication that is part of the Action on Niches series. You can order it right now at pavilionylt.com. So let's get started. Tip number 1, use AI to encourage critical thinking. Let me tell you about an experience I had as a student recently. I was taking a course in a Swedish university and the professor proposed a very interesting task. He gave us a prompt and told us to ask our favorite AI tool to write our essay for us. Then, what we had to do was analyze the AI answer critically, explaining which sections of the essay were actually good and which sections had missed the mark, whether there were any concepts that were being misused, all while citing our own academic sources to justify our analysis. That was so much hard work. Honestly, I feel that having to do that was even more difficult than a conventional essay describing the concepts or analyzing a real-life scenario would be. I felt challenged, motivated, and more importantly, learned a lot from the experience. And this is what a great task does. According to Salmel and Albarracín, we propose that AI literacy tasks must be at the heart of any Gen AI introduction and integration. Tasks that foster critical thinking and analysis of AI outputs to raise awareness of issues. In our English language classroom, there are endless possibilities. We can ask students to analyze and grade essays written by AI. We can ask them to evaluate AI automatic translations. We can give them different tasks and ask them to spot the ones that were actually written by AI. Make sure you check out the AI in ELT book or the latest issue of Modern English Teacher, where you'll find lots and lots of practical ideas. Tip number 2, create a bank of useful prompts. I'm sure all of you have gotten frustrated at some point because you were trying to get something out of Gemini or ChatGPT, but kept getting answers that were not exactly what you wanted. Texts that were dry, lifeless, or even information that was simply wrong. I've been there too. And sometimes, honestly, it feels like it might have been easier to write the text or activity myself. One thing that can help get texts or activities closer to what you want is using more effective prompts. Don Jack, Fiona Lee, and Omar Azam wrote an interesting article sharing the prompts they use to create exam practice and assessment tools on Copilot, Microsoft's generative AI tool. The key to the effective use of Copilot, as with any other Gen AI, is prompt engineering. This refers to the process of writing and refining instructions in such a way that they guide Copilot to produce output as close as possible to what is required. A good prompt helps Copilot understand the context in which you are working, your needs and your aims. It helps to be as specific as possible with prompts. I've been seeing prompt-making courses pop up online, but to be honest, I feel that some trial and error has been great to allow me to create the prompts that relate to the activities that are more my style. I usually include information on the student profile and level, their field of work or education, the lesson aims, and a description of the text or type of activity that I want. What are your prompts like? Share one with us in the comment section below. Tip number 3, establish clear terms for AI use. I remember that a few years ago, when generative AI started to get more traction, many teachers had a knee-jerk reaction in the direction of completely banning these tools, which is only natural when a technological development has such an impact. Similarly to what happened with calculators and online search engines, it is important for schools and teachers to communicate clearly to students how generative AI can be used. According to Puvana Gnanasaragan, over the past 2 years, the conversation has matured. It is less about banning tools and more about building AI literacy and creating transparent boundaries for assessment. In teacher training sessions, I have found it useful to separate two questions. What is the tool allowed to do in this task, and what must remain the learner's work? Some of the most helpful uses of AI for language learners is to proofread texts, explain the difference between different words or structures, give examples, or brainstorm more formal or informal alternatives, etc. However, what uses are allowed or not depend on the goals of the students and the learning context. A student who wants to improve their professional email writing might be given more flexibility in the use of AI tools, as they will probably be allowed to use it to revise their emails at work, right? However, a student preparing to sit for proficiency exams probably would benefit from more limited use of AI, mostly for text proofreading or no use at all. Tip number 4, rethink your role as a teacher. No, I don't think teachers will be replaced by AI anytime soon. I do think, however, that the current AI tools do perform some of the actions we teachers are used to performing quite well. For example, generative AI tools can find information about language, provide explanations, revise texts, etc. That means that some of the traditional teacher roles, such as passing on knowledge about the language, are more likely to be replaced by AI tools. According to Eloy Romero Munoz, the arrival of AI hasn't made us teachers redundant. It has made our roles clearer. We're no longer the main source of information. Instead, we're designers of learning experiences and mentors of learner agency. AI can point out errors, but it can't foster trust or curiosity. Rather than the source of knowledge and corrector of mistakes, it seems the best ways we can help our students going forward is by being a facilitator, a mentor, and an organizer, or a motivator and, why not, a collaborator. Tip number 5, develop your own AI skills. We've been talking a lot about incorporating AI into our lessons and helping students take full advantage of it in their learning. In a way, it is not that different from helping students use dictionaries or online search engines, more traditional learning tools. But in order to do so, teachers themselves need to have a degree of AI literacy and proficiency. According to Benjamin Morehouse, language teachers have an essential role in guiding learners to be strategic users of Gen AI, where they become conscious of their habitual desire to make tasks easier with Gen AI and instead use Gen AI deliberatively and purposefully to assist with their language learning goals. This requires Gen AI literacies to be part of language teacher education and professional development. There are many ways in which teachers can work on improving their AI skills. Watching this video, experimenting in the classroom, or reading Pavilion's AI for ELT, for example. However, I do feel that schools, universities, and teacher training professionals can play a more active role in guiding teachers and incorporating AI into teacher training and teacher development initiatives. So there you have it. These are my 5 tips for using AI in a smarter and more principled manner. Do you agree with them? Do you have a different perspective on the effects of AI in education? Sound off in the comment section below. And you can also reach out to me on all social media at WhatIsELT. Keep learning and keep teaching.